Hello everybody, welcome to the Reset. It is I, the one, the only C-Dubs, and tonight we're continuing our adventures in Gryndaholic. This particular video will take place in Classic WoW, which is transitioning from Cataclysm over to Mists of Pandaria. And since we did a cooking daily quest, I feel it's only fair that we do a fishing daily quest. Now, Mr. TrueScope here is getting down with his bad self, and he's going to be our host for the night. So we're going to go ahead and go on over to Mr. Razgar, and we're going to get our daily quest from him. And it is no dumping allowed. Ever since those goblins took up refuge in Orgrimmar, they have been dumping all of their waste in our water supply. I have no idea what effect this is having on our local fishing supply, but I don't think it's good. I've heard reports of a new mutated fish species spawning in that toxic pool near their camp. A few specimens would really help me figure out what's going on. Can you help me out? So the objective here is we're going to go over to... Oh, crap, I never even accepted. So, now we're going to go do that. We're going to head on over to the Goblin section of Orgrimmar, and we're going to throw our fishing pole out there, and we're going to try and fish up some of these toxic puddlefish. Now, this is kind of an RNG-based quest. You're like... Sometimes you can complete it in 30 seconds. Other times you can complete it in 30 minutes. Maybe not 30 minutes, you know what I mean, but it definitely has a little bit of a luck factor to it. So you get to listen to my gums flap and jabber on about whatever is coming down the pike for my channel while I fish up sick fish, essentially. So, yeah, this week's been kind of hard to record videos while we're taking the journey over to the little Gadget Zan section of Orgrimmar. I'm going to go ahead and fill your eardrums full of nonsense or information depending upon your perspective. And this week has rather been hard as I chase that rabbit once more as far as recording goes. Simply put, at work we're pushing out a new menu, so my workload has increased, but the time frame hasn't. I don't know if that makes any sense, but basically in about 48 hours I've had to crank out about 15, 16 new recipes to replace 16 or 17 old menu items. So that's got me drained. Long story short is I'm fucking exhausted. I'm so tired. So that's the reason why tonight I'm not worried about diversifying my content, so to speak. I'm really just worried about maintaining my daily upload, making sure I keep that rhythm on. So last night we got a little bit of a Naga grind session on World of Warcraft retail. Tonight we're doing a little bit of fishing over here in the Goblin section of Orgrimmar, and I think that's more than fair. Just trying to work on, speaking to what I'm doing, understanding thought processes, while also having my hands do all sorts of nifty little things on a video game. And I'm going to the wrong lake. In retail, this particular stretch is what you fish. In Classic, you go over to this little pond, and that's what you end up fishing, which I think is kind of cool. It kind of shows the progression of things as the expansions get released, you know what I mean? It adds a little bit of a nuanced and very subtle kind of real-life progression to it. So we'll go ahead and start casting our line here. The idea is to get 6 toxic puddlefish, and maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we won't. Oh crap, I think I heard somebody else's fishing line snap. So it's funny too, because we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus me. That's like 7 people fishing right now. So you're gonna hear splashes all over the place, like that guy just splashed. There we go. And I just got a raw bristle whisker catfish. We'll go ahead and put that down here. I'm trying to figure out what to do my next podcast episode on, and that'll take place either tomorrow or Saturday night, depending upon how much time I have left over once I get home. This new menu being pushed out is my #1 priority, and today I actually got, I'd say 90% of the work done. Tomorrow is just putting the finishing touches on all the menu items, and I'm pretty excited about it. I've learned honestly, in 48 hours, I've learned so many new like little techniques and nuances. Just to give you guys an idea, when it comes down to my cooking style, I'm really good at Hispanic food, I'm good at Italian food, and I'm good at down-home cooking, like soul food essentially, like mac and cheese, fried chicken, coleslaw, what have you. So my chef that I'm training under, he's actually very, very, very well versed in Asian cuisine, which, if you know anything about culinary, Asian cuisine in and of itself is extremely intimidating. So intimidating. Like, you're talking about layering flavors. It's art, but it's a very scientific art. You know, like you have so many different types of flavors. Like you have the umami that everybody talks about, which is the earthy flavors. Then you have the sour, the sweet, the spicy, the salty, and it all comes from pretty much the same ingredients. It's just a matter of how much of that ingredient you put into a dish. To where, like, Hispanic food, like the best way I like to describe Hispanic food is time. You know, the longer something simmers in Hispanic cooking, the better it's going to taste. You know, like it's really time and love at that point in time. You put everything in a pot and you let it just go for hours on end if you can. Great example of this is like slow roasted chicken or braised chicken, however you want to look at it, like a salsa chicken verde, essentially. Like whenever I do it at home, I just put everything in a crock pot and I let it rip tater chip for about 8 to 10 hours, and that comes out so juicy and shredded. Italian cooking is all about robust flavors, simplicity, you know, like something that, like, it's a very, like pastas, perfect example. Pastas are all about that quick zip zap. You pound flavor in with a lot of heat, and it's based around like garlic, tomatoes, shallots, and a lot of herbs. Down home cooking is, I mean, it's down home cooking, man. Like there's nothing you can say to a bad soul food dish. You know, I'm sorry, you can't say no to a good soul food dish, and there's no such thing as a bad soul food dish. You feel me? So I'm learning a lot of Asian cuisine over the past 48 hours, and whew, it's exhausting. But I digress. I'm trying to figure out how to add the past 48 hours, the past 72 hours into my next podcast episode. I think I'm going to just go ahead and run with the idea that it's never too old to learn. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not learning, you're not living. You know, learning and living go hand in hand, and the day you think you know everything is the day you die inside. I know that sounds really morbid, but I really think that really holds a lot of weight. So yeah, I think tomorrow or Saturday I'm going to start drawing out bullet points and really hammer home the fact that when it comes down to it, you've got, like, in order to, like, keep living a fulfilled life. Like, I'm 39 years old, and so I feel it's necessary, in my opinion, in order to live a fulfilled life, to keep learning. You know, you keep striving for better, you keep seeing things from different perspectives. So yeah, thanks for listening. I really appreciate that. I was able to get a lot of thoughts out of my head and spew them into the universe, and I think something's going to come to fruition that is going to be pretty fruitful. So I appreciate you guys lending me your ears. You know, this is we're doing a daily quest for World of Warcraft here, and there's not really much to be said. We're just throwing a fishing pole into a lake, but that's what fishing's all about, right? You sit there and you ponder all of life's questions, you ponder all these philosophies, and then after you're done fishing, you come back satisfied. So good job, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate y'all so much. So yeah, we're going to go over here to Mr. Razgar, and we're going to turn in no dumping allowed, and hopefully when we get our bag of shiny things from him, we can get the weather-beaten journal. That's a very key component for any grindaholic out there, is that weather-beaten journal. Now, why is that weather-beaten journal so important, C-dubs, I hear you ask? Well, I'm so glad you asked, friend, because the weather-beaten journal lets you track fish, and when you track fish, you track money supply. When you track money supply, you track a living, and after that, not really much to be said. You know, you're living, you're making money, you get WoW tokens, you keep on playing, and the world of Warcraft becomes your second life, and it's a wonderful existence. Sometimes, you know, I mean, granted, it can be very stressful, and sometimes people get toxic, but hey, I mean, that's really the world we live in. Yeah, World of Warcraft isn't so different from real world. But I'm just rambling. I'm just trying to fill the time in as, we meander on over to Razgar and turn this quest in. But yeah, like all joking aside, I think I've got a good head of steam rolling forward here. You know what I mean? We're going to be able to get some things done. And yeah, we'll go ahead and turn this in. Complete the quest. Bag of shiny things. I apologize. I think I'm getting sick. Long story short, my poor baby, my kiddo, she was sick when I had her on Monday and Tuesday, and so I think I'm getting the gunk that she had. But let's go ahead and pop open this bag of shiny things. Dang it. No weather-beaten journal. But, that's okay. Tomorrow's another day, tomorrow's another fishing trip, and tomorrow's another opportunity. So that said, I'm going to go ahead and say what I always say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love all the support. And thank you to the brand new subscribers who have come into the channel over the past week. It's really cool. We're not doing anything crazy. We're just trying to sustain a slow, steady growth. As I've said countless times in countless videos on this channel, this is a labor of love. This is something that I want to bring to life via grassroots. I want it to be a very natural kind of a thing. I don't want it to make money overnight. I don't want it to be something that's force-fed down somebody's throat. I want it to be kind of like a hangout and chill kind of a channel. So anybody who is supporting in that aspect, thank you guys so freaking much. It really is cool to watch just these slow growth of numbers happen. It gives me a little bit of fuel in my tank to be able to press forward, and I just want to give shout-outs to all y'all. Every 83 of one of you guys who are tuning in, every 83 of you guys who are, watching my stuff. And if you want to add to that 83, please don't hesitate. Hit that subscribe button down at the bottom of this video. Make sure that you do hit the like button as well, because what that does is that that pushes my videos out to even more people who might want to watch my stuff. It's just a very chill and relaxed environment I'm trying to create here. And tomorrow, there will be another video. It might be the podcast. It might be a gameplay video. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. But I digress. I'm just rambling like an old man here. So, one more time, thank you guys so much for watching. Do the subscribe, like thing. I'll see y'all in the next video. And I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. But above all else, happy hunting.